Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the first unit, that is business research. And congratulations all that you have proceeded to second semester without examination. The examination will be held in future. That will be informed by the university. So today we will be studying regarding meaning and types of business research. Now, what is research exactly? Okay, so you have studied your marketing subject. Okay, you have studied the quantitative techniques, that is nothing but statistic. There you have learned hypothesis and data sampling, okay, analysis and all part. Now what is business research connection to that? The application of the scientific method in research, searching for the truth about business phenomena. We have marketing problem, we have customer problem. Marketing is a huge ocean. There we have to search individual aspect. HR is there, finance is there, okay, operations is there. So understanding everything, so we need to do the study. We have to search something with scientifically. So in the day-to-day business activities, so we have to go for searching the data. Okay, so these activities include defining business opportunities and problems also. What opportunities business is having and what problems business is facing. So generating and evaluating ideas, monitoring the performance and understanding the business process. Okay, so this is all about the business research. Okay, so here what we are doing, first of all, we are looking at the opportunities. To check the opportunities, we have to do the research. What problems we are facing, we have to do the research. So then we have to generate and evaluate the new ideas. After idea, we implement it. Then we have to monitor the performance, how we are doing with the research again, and understanding the business process, how it is going with the research. Okay, the systematic collection and analysis of data with the objective of finding answers to business problems. Example, what is the target market of my product? Whom to target? So for that reason, I have to go for market survey. Okay. According to Robert Ross, research is essentially an investigation, a recording and analysis of evidence for the purpose of gaining the knowledge. So it can generally be defined as systematic method of finding solution to problems. So this is what exactly research means. So first of all, we know what is the purpose we are doing, the investigation that has to be done. And we will record all the data, we collect evidence and we analyze it to get the knowledge. Why things are happening like this and what people think about this, what consumer thinks about it. And we use qualitative approaches also, quantitative approaches also. And this is the scientific method and systematic method of solving any problem. First of all, we have to find the problem, then we have to go for the solutions according to it. Now, features, characteristic, quality of research. First, the research essentially discover new knowledge. Yes, you will come to know new thing. It's essential in investigation. Obviously, if you want to find out any problem, you have to go through research. Research is a process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting information to answer questions. In BBA or BCom, if you have done project reports, or in final year, if you are going to do this. So this is your most important part, where you will be collecting the data, analyzing it, and interpreting information. It is based on observation or experimental evidence. Observation and experiments both will be taken. So we can go through it. It learns more about things, people, and events which are happening. It related with the solution of a problem. Any problem we are facing, do a research, then get the solutions. A good research must be systematic, yes, logically proven. Empirical evidence should be there, verifiable that we can cross check it, and procedure followed in research must be scientifically described using the scientific techniques. It should be carefully recorded and reported. Okay, first of all, carefully recorded. There should not be any bias, and we are asking the correct people, and it should report properly. These are the characteristics or features we can quality of research. Need for research, why we should go, importance, we say significance or role. The main importance of research is to produce the knowledge. to know the things. Research helps in problem solving that we have studied in characteristics also. Marketing research is important because it allows consumers and producers to become more familiar with the products, goods, and services around them. Yes, because the consumer are the ultimate the target of the any marketing activity or any organization. Okay, they should understand. Okay, consumer should understand the producer, producer should understand the consumer, so both should go side by side. Research is important to society because it allows us to discover more and more, and that might make our lives easier, more comfortable, and safer. Because understanding needs, understanding their wants, demands, desires, that is the most important part of any society. Research encourages interdisciplinary approach to find out solution problem and make new discoveries. So here we use interdisciplinary approach. We go for different methods. We use mathematics, we use statistics, okay, we use operations, everything we use. Research is a basic ingredient for development and therefore serve as a means for rapid economic development. Yes, if this is research is the only way. So if you want a development, because you will come to know what are the problems exactly the country is facing. It provides basis for government policies. Yes, you can change it according to the situations. Helps in solving various operational and planning problems of businesses every day, every time. Understanding the customer is the biggest problem. Understanding the human resource is the problem. So these all things has to be tested. It is useful to students, professionals, philosophers, literary men, analysts, and intellectuals. Why do we do the research? The main purpose of research is to discover answers to questions through the application of scientific procedure through the survey or experimental or observation to find out the truth which is hidden and which has not been discovered so far, that we have to look into. Aims and what others have not done, then we have to find out. Aims at advancing systematic knowledge and formulating basic theories about the forces also. Okay. Research aims to analyze interrelationship between variables and derive causal explanation, and thus enables us to have a better understanding of the world in which we live. Variables are those which will impact the result. So those we call variables. Different variables always impact. Try to improve tools of analysis or test these against the complex human behavior and institution. To understand social life and thereby to gain a greater measure of control over social behavior, because consumer behavior is the toughest task. To understand that, we have to do the research. Okay, to provide an educational program in the accumulated knowledge of group dynamics, in skills of research, in techniques of training leaders, and in social action. So if you want to know where they are lacking, that you have to go for the research. And to solve that problem, you once you've done the research, then you can frame some strategies, then you can come out with the solution. Scope of research or research in important areas. So these are the research where we do marketing, finance, production and material control, banking, human resource. Marketing, demand analysis, supply analysis, sales, consumer behavior analysis, advertising. Finance, we should know what is the working capital, okay, fixed assets, financial position of the company, stock and commodity market, share and debentures, budgeting. We use some formulas, we use ratio analysis, we do comparative analysis. Okay, even we take use of standard deviation, correlation coefficient, and all. Production and material control. Volume, quality, how much to be produced, what is the quality level, what fashion going on, okay, inventory level, how much it is, how to manage it properly, purchase, how repurchase agreement should happen, how purchase has to be ordered automatically, storage, how we can go best way, cost analysis, that is the most important part, how can be reduced. Banking, loans and advances, non-performing assets, assets liability, camel, pmgdy, financial inclusion, interest rate, deposits. We can do research and there are plenty of topics available in this also. Human resource, recruitment, selection, performance appraisal, employee turnover, training and development, wage rate system and all. what recruitment procedure we can do, how selection should be increased in scientific way, how we should check the performance of the people, and employee turnover ratio, why employees are moving to other organization, training and development, how we can improve them, wage rate system, whether it is going proper or not. So research approach, there are two approaches, that is quantitative approach and qualitative approach. Quantitative approach, which you have studied this in your statistical, and qualitative approach, both you have know, you know it very well. Okay, for we will move to another one, types of research. So here we will study the basic, most important part. First is the application of research study. Okay, so here they are again two broad category that will be done. Application, we call it as fundamental, pure, or basic research. Okay, so what exactly it is? It is a research concerning people, principles, or laws or rules. Okay, it aims at the achievement of knowledge and truth. Exactly know how much knowledge and what is the truth behind it. So it may verify testing the old theory and hypothesis or establish the new one. If someone has developed a old any model, cross-checking it and bringing out the new one. So because it might be outdated one or it might be failed in some aspects. It tries to explain cause and effect relationship in social phenomena. What are the reason, that is the cause, and how it is the effect, that is the outcome. The knowledge produced through pure research is sought in order to add to the existing body of research method. Okay, it is essential, positive, and not normative. This may take the form of following. First, you can go discovery. Okay, where the total new idea or explanation emerged for empirical research. Example is Hawthorne experiment, totally new one. Invention, where new techniques or methods you created. TQM, total quality management, is the invention. Reflection, where existing theory, technique, or group of ideas re-examined, checking it back whether it is actually going according to the present situation or not, possibly in a different organization or social context. If you see the Herbert theory, okay, of motivation applied to frontline workers in the contract catering sector, that is an example for it. That is a reflection thing. Applied research, it is concerned with the solution of particular problem. Okay, special, this we are going to study. Okay, for policy formulation, administration, and understanding a phenomenon. Okay, it aims at finding a solution for an immediate problem facing a society or an industrial organization. For example, first of all, the COVID has come in, how to stop it and how it is going on, how it is getting spread, that is the research. That is the COVID is a specific thing. Then how to stop it, what vaccination process, again research started, testing started, goes on increase. Then the vaccine came out, everything started. Then suddenly the another form has been taken where people have becoming more and more serious. Okay, oxygen supply, again that problem has incurred, again immediate solution required for it. Then again you require remdesivir, again problem started again. India, now India is planning for 1.16 crore production of remdesivir. Then these problems which was continuously getting trying to solve by the government, then suddenly another problem has came out, that is called black fungus. Okay, and that is again a new problem, immediate problem that has to be solved. Okay, so it is an empirical and practical, it is concerned with the applied aspect of life. Example, applied research can be carried out by academic or industrial institutions also. Applied research is designed in solve practical problems of the modern world. Okay, rather than to acquire knowledge of knowledge sake. No, they are application oriented, and what problems are facing, solve it. The goal of the applied scientist is to improve the human condition. For example, improve agriculture, crop production, hybrid, with less water you can produce, you can have more grains and all. Treat or cure a specific diseases, that's what example I have discussed now. Improve the energy efficiency of homes, offices, or modes of transportation. How, find out the new technologies. Okay, use LED bulbs, leave those old bulbs, you can reduce your energy level and all. objectives in undertaking the research. Okay, the second. Here first comes the descriptive and analytical research. Okay, it is descriptive basis and with the analysis. It attempts to describe systematically a situation you are into, or a problem you are into, a phenomenon you are into, a service or a program, or provides information about, say, living condition of a community, or describes attitude towards an issue. Okay, the present thing describe it, everything is descriptive. So it describes the state of affairs as it exists at the present. Descriptive. It's a theory part, explanation part. The researchers has no control over variables, yes, which is not easy. He can only report what has happened and what is happening. Descriptive research includes case study method that we have already seen our last classes in last semester, how case study is used, understanding the situation which is the present going on, and finding out the solution for that particular cases. Okay, with this different solutions, we can use hypothesis. Okay, we can check with it, we can go for survey method. Survey research, structure question we will be having, and we will be asking to the people to whom we are targeting. Okay, we can do it through face to face, go directly speak with them. Phone method can be used, call them, we can ask questions, or a mail survey. That is nowadays is the best way is they are going digital survey. Next is observational research. So accounts of natural behavior of individual or group in something. It's an observation. The natures we understand, the behavior. How he purchase online and how he purchase offline. This is the behavioral study. How he purchase when he's alone and how he's purchased with when he's with the family. And what cultural behavioral affecting him, what non-cultural things affecting him. Next, archival research and analytical research. So here, analysis of pre-existing data or records. Okay, one has to use facts of information already available and analyze these to make a critical evaluation of the material. It often involves content analysis. Okay, data is already available with this. That is the data we have already recorded. Secondary, you can say, or primary data we have. Now we want to analyze it. Okay, for example, we can use the share market movement data, how it is changing day by day and how impact is happening. We can do this. Now, continuing this, that is the B in that part is correlation research. You have already studied this in your first semester in quantitative techniques. What is correlation? So what it does is attempt to discover or establish existing relationship or intent depend between two or more aspects of a situation. So here we are correlating to two situations. Okay. So explanatory research attempts to clarify why and how there is a relationship between two or more aspects of a situation or a phenomena. Okay. Explore. So explanation will begin, clarify. First of all, why and how both are related. Next is exploratory research, which is undertaken to explore an area where little is known. You are not tapped it. No, you want to tap it much. So there, if you want to touch it, so that is called exploratory research. Okay. Or to investigate the possibilities of undertaking a particular research study. Okay, feasibility study, or we can say pilot study. Now, third one is the inquiry mode. So here we will again study two approaches, and first approach is structured approach or quantitative research. Okay, so it's a method of quantitative, not qualitative. Okay, what it does is it involves the numerical aspect because we are measuring in terms of quantity. Okay, and we will be asking specific questions here. And quantitative research is applicable to phenomena that are measurable so that they can be expressed in terms of quantity we can do. Now, what are the different things comes here? Okay, so for example, there is a hair problem going on. So how many are facing the hair problem? Can we do a business quantify number? Okay, how many wants Mercedes Benz in Bijap? Two, three, four maximum, or a five, not more than that. So there is not any what you call advantage to start a business in Bijapur. Okay. Next, I would like to start an Albek restaurant in Bijapur. Can I do? No, because most of the people doesn't hold that much of purchasing power, so they can go for Albek, and Albek will be in loss. Okay, how many people hold particular attitude, same thinking, same level? According to that, we can manufacture. So what we do here is we do correlation studies. Two specific variables we study here: ex post facto study. Okay, the investigator will define specific variables for analysis after the research has been completed. Once it is done, again they will study it. Longitudinal study involves choosing a single group of participants and measuring them repeatedly at a selected time intervals to note that changes that occur over time in specified characteristics. Continuously studying on the only one people, one type of group of people. Okay, what we do here is collecting data with aspect of the age and development of children. Okay, as a age change, obviously your specification change, your taste change, your demand change. Okay, the investigator identify the specific variable changes through the growth and development. You have seen studies, medical studies, that after this age student the person will become like this, start thinking like this, in these circumstances he will grow like this. Okay, these are all longitudinal study. Meta-analysis is used to synthesize a large volume of data describing numerous independent variables and their correlation with reference accuracy. There will be huge data which will be available over. It is undertaken for the purpose of synthesizing extensive amount of work on a particular subject. Metadata is a huge data which will be there, and it will be describing numerical thing. You can study this in HFM, Hyperion Financial Management, and FCCS, Financial Close Consolidate. So in finance it comes. So their metadata is used, and especially in IT firms also it is used. Survey, method of collecting standardized information by interviewing representative sample. This is simple. Go there and analyze them. Unstructured approach, qualitative research. So qualitative, we all know it is not having unstructured interviews will be there. Okay, so quality phenomenon will study here. So what we do here is document analysis, particular observation, ethnographic study we can do, diaries, case study, particular observation, and focus groups. So these we study on the unstructured approach. The fourth is conceptual research and empirical research. Conceptual research, it's all talk about conceptual research is it's like abstract ideas, the theory will be there. Okay, understanding the concept. It is generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop a new concept or to interpret existing ones. For example, there is a theory for management has come up. That is a concept. So again, bringing it to the new level of theory, they will do some research. They will bring a new definitions and meanings for it or a model for it. Empirical research, it's all about relies on the experience or observation alone. Okay, so it is data-based research coming up with conclusion capable of being verified by observation or through the experiments. Continuous observation on a particular thing and a continuous experiment. For example, the Earth is rotating very fast compared to last 50 years. So that is an observation which has been taken by the scientist. In empirical research, the researcher has to first set up a hypothesis or guess to the probable result which are going to happen. So you know null hypothesis, okay, and all H1, H2, H0, H2. You can develop any hypothesis, any number you want. Then works out to get the enough facts to prove or disapprove his hypothesis. So it improves knowledge and understanding as well as decision-making skill and ability. So this is regarding the empirical research. And these are some other types of research we do with the thing. Historical research, like old documents, whatever is remaining. Okay, study the past events which have happened, like especially in the social studies, like studying about the uh, old data, especially past history, what has happened, what they have done. Field setting or laboratory research or stimulation research. So here Research carried out in laboratory testing, especially with the test tubes and all chemicals, and they do laboratory research. Clinical or diagnostic research, medical way, how to solve the particular disease which is going on, okay, using samples. And one-time research or longitudinal research that has been seen just now. So here what we do, single time period is called one-time research, and research carried out over several time periods is called longitudinal research. So the COVID has come now, so it will be one-time research. If it is continuous, we have to come out with the solution. It will become a longitudinal research. Social research, here it refers to research conducted by social scientists. Okay, it is the scientific investigation conducted in the field of social science and also behavioral science, we call, especially the management side, or you can say business side. We go for social research, not experimental and all. Educational research is an activity which is directed towards development of a science of a behavior in education, such as how teaching methods are impacting them. For example, the online way of teaching. So how much a student can listen using a mobile phone and a headphone? What is his consistency? He can listen because there is no other solution for it. So how, that is educational research. How much he is learning, what teaching methods we are using, teacher training, what are required, and classroom dynamics and so on. So earlier school teachers never used to be with the technology. Now they are totally have to go with the technology. So this is regarding the research types and today's topics. So I will share the PPT with you with the data. You have to log into the website. There you will get it. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can